I'm Coltrane, a teenager living in northern New Mexico. I love dogs, working with my hands, building things, and I love to eat. I'm a budding chef and I want to share my passion for cooking and trying new foods with you. Welcome to Colt de Cuisine. Hi, I'm Coltrane and I'm here with Jesus today at Jesushi. This inconspicuous food truck is serving up some of the best sushi in town, and today we're here to learn to make some. What made you interested in starting to make sushi?
Well, when I was 15 years old, I started on a restaurant called Osaka here in town. And I was a busboy back then. And I was always interested to see the chef doing the sushi. I was always cleaning the tables in the bar, and I was always looking at them how to make the sushi. And one time the owner asked me, "Do you want to learn how to do the sushi?" Yes, why not? And then everything started from there.
Since you have a food truck, what made you go with a food truck instead of like a more traditional restaurant?
Well, like I said, I started when I was young, 15 years old. That was my first restaurant that I worked. And that was the first thing I learned at the sushi side. And from there, and now that's what I planned to open a food truck, something unique that this town doesn't have.
And what about when you were a beginner? What would you say the hardest thing was?
Yes, it was kind of hard the way to cut the fish, the way to put the rice and the seaweed. It was hard for me. Like everyone, when you're barely starting, it is hard. It took me like at least to learn all the sushi rolls about, I would say 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
It's a decent time.
Yeah, 6 months. But it was constantly working on it.
So, what type of fish do you use and like why?
This type of fish that we have here, it's the basic ones that mostly all the people knows. It's the salmon, the scarf salmon, the tuna, maguro. We have the yellowtail over here. We have the whitefish, red snapper, and the shrimp ebi.
What's the process behind preparing these different type of fish?
Like the way we cut it?
Yeah, but like, is there anything special you have to do before you cut it?
We just need to cut it and freeze it when we get it fresh,
Do you get the whole fish?
Yes, I do.
Very cool. How do you get the seafood in here? Because we don't live in a state with an ocean. Like, do you import it from somewhere else?
Yeah, they have companies here in California. They bring in all the fish, and they bring it out the whole state. So, did some companies they fly from the airport to your town. So that's where we get all the fish here.
How many different types of fish do you use in this food truck?
We do have like about, I would say, 18 different types, including the fish eggs, ikura, which is the salmon eggs, octopus, ikat, which is squid. We do have also tobiko, which is a different type of colors. It can be red, black, orange, green as a wasabi, and these ones that we have over here.
So, do you have to use different knives to cut different fish?
Yes. For example, for the salmon, I use a bigger knife because you have to go through the bones. The tuna, we use the same thing as a knife. Yellowtail is the same thing, is you have to be a big knife and sharp. The red snapper, we just use a sushi knife. And shrimp, we don't need to either.
Very cool. What's your favorite type of fish that you've ever eaten?
My favorite, I have 3 favorites: salmon, tuna, and yellowtail.
So, how many different types of sushi do you do in this truck?
Like different type of sushi.
Because I know there's like sashimi, and then you have your rolls. How many different types?
Different types. So what we have here, we start from the nigiri, which is rice on the bottom and fish on top. We have the sashimi, which is only fish, no rice. We have the sushi rolls, which is the regular normal rolls, and then we also have the special rolls, which is more like more fish on it, more like more stuff on it, you know, like a bigger roll. And then we also have the hand rolls, which is like a cone, like a hand roll cone. Yeah, that's the types that we have.
So what would you say the hardest type to make is?
Nothing's hard for me no more. Yeah, I can't. If they ask me to do like a special roll for a customer, if I have the fish, I will do it.
So I know you have kids. Do you share sushi with your children?
Yes, my son. He's 7 years old. Yeah, he loves sushi.
Cool. What's your favorite roll that you make here?
My favorite roll, it's the rainbow roll.
The rainbow roll. What goes in the rainbow roll?
The rainbow is crab mix inside, cucumber, avocado, and it has 6 type of fish on top, which is salmon, tuna, yellowtail, white fish, shrimp, heavy shrimp, and a little piece of avocado so it can change the colors on top.
Oh, nice. All right, should we make the roll?
Yeah, let's do it. The reason you put oil instead of water goes away fast than oil, so the rice won't get stick in your hands.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with making a sushi roll. Grab some rice. Spare the rice and seaweed. Sesame seeds. First thing what I do, crab mix on it. Cucumber. Always make sure you clean your table. Use a spoon for the avocado. Whatever makes it easy for you, you know?
Yeah.
Use the one with plastic on it so it won't stick the rice on the bamboo.
So how long would you say it took you to become like super experienced at making sushi?
Well, I'm still learning. It's never gonna end, you know?
Yeah.
Like every time, every year, you learn something new. So you don't become an expert to learn everything. You learn it all the time, new things. So you just do your best. That's the way it makes you good, you know?
Yeah.
And a piece of some red. Then that one you use it with no plastic. You're using plastic already. Then we cut it.
So, I know that you put ginger and wasabi in with the sushi rolls. Why do you do that?
The reason that I do that, one time this guy, a Japanese guy, says that the ginger, the wasabi that we have here, it's for flavor that you mix it up with the soy sauce. And it just gives you the flavor for the fish. And ginger, it is to clear all the taste that you had, the different fish that you already tried, to separate the flavors, to clear out the flavors from
Your palate.
Yes, there you go. There.
So where do I start if I want to make a sushi roll?
All right, we're gonna start with the seaweed. Rice. So you're gonna try to spread the rice through here. And then you just like kind of like a
Out to the side.
yes, exactly. And then go this way. And go like more this way, like that. Like you pushing it. There you go. And then over here, try to make it flat as possible. That's good enough. And then put seaweed. Sesame seeds. Sprouts. Got some sprouts there. Got the Japanese carrots.
Why do you choose to use Japanese carrots instead of like regular carrots?
Because this is a traditional, and it's like pickle, so it's different than regular carrots. This one is like more like thin,
Oh, okay.
and then they use like a pickle, so it's like more soft. This is a daikon. Same thing with this, the daikon radish. Sprints.
How do you cut your cucumbers that way? Because they're super like thin.
So the way I cut it, I peel the whole cucumber, cut it in half, and use my sushi knife, like a strain cucumber. So I cut like 3 at a time, and then I put it on the whole thing in the cutting board, and then I just cut it thin slices. Yeah. Okay. And then the last thing is avocado. So to make sure you roll it doesn't fall apart, you need to put a little bit like
So it sticks.
so it sticks on the rice, You can grab it, roll it through here. So I'm gonna explain one and you're gonna do it. So you took everything inside. You see the seaweed over here, right?
Yeah.
And from here, you gotta see the rice. So when you see the rice and seaweed, you have to push it a little bit in and roll it at the same time. Okay?
So why do you roll it like this instead of coming from this angle?
Because this is a different type of roll, which is this veggie roll over here, the traditional veggie roll. We do it 6 pieces. So we can do it different ways, but this is the way I do it here. So put it inside. Okay, keep rolling it and inside. There you go. There you go. Yes. use this one. Trying to like make it like the shape of the roll, you know. Not too much, because if you push it too much, everything from the sides will come out. Okay. You do the same thing. There you go. Okay. And then for cutting it, this one. I'm gonna try to do 6 pieces. So it's gonna be 1. Try to make it all the time the same size. So you're gonna start from here. 1, 2, which is 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one will make it 6.
Okay.
And then another thing before, there you go. Go ahead. Make the knife, let the knife do the job, you know. You just kind of like cutting it, not pushing in.
Okay.
There we go. There you go. That's the way you do a veggie roll.
Are you planning on opening like any other establishments?
Maybe in the future, we'll see. Let's see how it goes here, and then from there, I might not. Who knows? Maybe I like the way this one goes, one food truck, and stay with this one for a long time, you know.
I want to thank Jesus for letting me come to Jesushi today. It's been a pleasure learning how to make sushi with you. And remember, make every meal an adventure.